and kittens, welcome to Art with Miss Walsh at Home Edition. It's Big Cat Week, so I'm going to be showing you 2 directed drawings of big cats, a bobcat and a cougar. So this week you're going to need a piece of paper and something to write with, like a pencil, something with an eraser I suggest. If you'd like to trace over yours in black outline like I do, you're going to need a black marker. If you'd like to color it in, you will need some additional supplies like some crayons or some colored pencils and some markers. Remember, artists, you can always pause and rewatch the video as many times as you need. Let's get started right meow. Okay guys, now we're ready to draw our cougar. We are going to have our paper vertical, so standing up tall. We want to start it in the middle of the paper, but like at the top, maybe just like a couple inches down. This is going to be the top of our cougar's head, and then we need to have space over here for the ears. So I'm going to start with just a simple slightly curved line. And then I'm going to make ears on both sides. So even though this is a cat, a cougar has sort of like a rounded ear, and then we're going to bisect it with a straight line and we'll give it that sort of pointy illusion. So kind of like this. And they don't have to be at the same angle, right? Because it's a cat and maybe he just heard something. Okay. You could even make it a little wider, perhaps. Okay, so now we're gonna stop there and we're gonna go ahead and we're going to draw the eyes. So you want to create each eye sort of in the center, below the center of each ear. So a little bit wider set than normal. So I'm going to draw a circle, and then I'm going to try to line it up. And I'm going to, oop, that one's a little smaller. That's okay. I'm coloring it in. Okay, so I'm gonna leave 2 little circles in each eye, and then maybe I'm gonna do one down here too. And I'm gonna color the rest in. And then from each eye, I'm gonna draw a line on the top, going out towards the side of my cougar. Okay, now I'm going to extend the line sort of in a downward slope. Now, from here, you're not going to connect the lines. You can if you want. Let's just go ahead. Extend them down, try to line them up, we want to be even, and then close it up with a straight line. From here, you want to make a triangle shape. This is the nose of the cougar, so you want to close it up like this. Looking good so far. Okay, we're going to add some details to the eyes in a little bit, but let's finish off this space. So we need a point of reference for our cheek line. So we're going to create sort of like this mustache. It's going to come from the top of your nose, and they're going to kind of curve out and down. And you want to extend it at least until it's in line with your ears, but maybe even a little bit further. funny. Okay, now we're gonna close this mustache shape by bringing it back towards the center. Nice. All right, now, like I said, we can take this line and we can close up the side of the face by drawing a slight curve and ending it once you get to that top mustache line. Remember, you don't want this line to go through, it's going behind. Looking good. Okay, now we need to close our cougar's face by giving him a chin. So I like to use my finger to kind of visualize where this line should start. You can even put a little dot and where it needs to end up. Now, you don't want your cougar to have a long chin unless your mouth is open, which you can do. But I'm just gonna make a slight curve and bring it up to meet it. Looks good. Okay, now let's do some details. We're going to thicken the eyes. So I'm gonna draw a second line following that curve of the eyebrow, and I'm just gonna kind of darken it in. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I want it to kind of end up at the same point. So remember, you can use little dots as guides. Doesn't have to be perfect though. Nice. Okay, now let's add some detail to his little mustache. I am going to thicken the top line on both sides. And then I'm going to use curved lines coming inward to represent his whiskers. Nice. Okay, now we need to do the ears. So I'm going to draw a diagonal line, and I'm not going to take it very far. I'm going to stop about halfway. I'll do the same thing over here. Okay, now I'm going to come from the side and I'm going to draw a slightly curved line to meet it. And in that space, I'm going to use like a varied zigzag line. So some are small, some are big. That way it looks like he has some ear hair. So this is the inside of his ear. You can even make it look a little more real by extending that top line, putting a slight hook to it. Like he's got a little bit of hair coming on the top. Nice. Okay, now, if you'd like, you can leave it like this, or if you want to add a body, we'll just do a very simple body. Let's go ahead and let's make sort of a line extending diagonally off the page. I didn't make it straight. I kind of made it a little wobbly, but not too much. Okay, and then maybe from here, I'm gonna make kind of a zigzag line. Okay, then coming down, I don't want to make it too skinny, and I don't want to make it too wide. I'm going to kind of, maybe from this point right here, I'm going to sort of make a curved line, and I'm going to maybe bring it back with the zigzag line, almost like it's a little scruff of the neck. And then I might make a couple going all the way across in sort of a curved line. I don't want to connect him though, because it's not a lion, so he doesn't have a mane, but just a couple of details. And then down from here, let's just do something super simple. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I added a couple more like little jagged lines in his fur, and then I also added this little mark down here so that we could kind of denote the front legs from his belly and his back area. So now I want to just add one more thing with my black marker, and then I'm going to go ahead and outline it with colorful markers, and I'm going to color it in with crayons as always. Before we do that, I am going to do a time lapse, so I just want to remind you that you should definitely just use markers to outline if you want a quick shading trick, and then definitely layer your crayons, layer different colors for a more realistic look. But before we do that, with my marker, I am going to add a small curve to each corner of the nose. And then I'm going to darken it. And then from there, I'm going to kind of swoop down and go around. I made a little dip. And I'm going to color that in as well. Now, he's got two little nostrils just like we do. They're sort of uneven shapes. They are circular. They're gonna be little bumps. One's gonna come from here maybe, and then it's gonna come up and it's gonna come down. So sort of like just a little blob shape. And then that's the nostril. So it needs to kind of swoop in and then kind of come up. And then you want to darken it. So that gives it a more realistic cougar nose. And then if you want to add this line, even better. All right, guys. I'm ready for some color. Guys, so that about does it for my cougar. If you would like to make yours a little different, you can always research the habitat of a cougar, and you can add some details to your background. They do live in North America. They live in the mountains, they live in the forest, and they live in the desert actually. So let me know what you guys come up with. Please go ahead and send a picture to the channel.